What it do, what it don't, what it is, what it isn't. You already know what this is. This is Once We're Not the Same, a magazine dedicated to shit that I'm into. ZN, I'm your host, P Fire, aka P is for P equals MC squares. I don't know, guys. I keep getting it wrong every time I say it. This, guys, is another episode of 5 Bits With. You already know how this goes, you know what I mean? I got a guest, they're gonna come around, they're gonna share 5 pieces with us, and then we're gonna get into the ins and outs of it. So let's not waste no time. Like I said, I got a special guest for you today, so we're gonna get into it like we're doing it for the movies. Let's do it. My brother Dylan, what's good? How you doing, my brother? Love, love. Like I said, guys, I got a special guest. I got my guy Dapper Dylan. In case you're wondering how he got his name, is it not obvious? Anyway, my guy Dapper Dylan, Moncler archivist extraordinaire. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking. I'll let him tell you a little bit about himself. My bro, what's good? First and foremost, before you tell me a little bit about yourself, I always start these segments with gratitude. So thank you so much for being here.
Pleasure.
Again, you could be anywhere in the world, but you're here. So, you know, it's much appreciated. So tell the people then a little bit about yourself. Obviously, your name's Dapper Dylan. Talk to the people.
Well, I'm a fashion archivist. I've been specialising mainly in Moncler, but I collect Christian Dior, Stone Island, Michael Kromer Munich,
The magic words.
Jordan, Nike, the Pumas, Adidas, down to the streetwear brands, Karl Kani.
Love, love.
Like that. It's really
So it's
diverse.
extensive, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah. So, and you know, again, I've seen only a fraction, a minuscule fraction, guys, of the archive, and it really is archive. You know, some people say archive and they got 2 pairs of Jordans or something. You know, it's not really an archive. I'm talking about myself here. Anyway, it's not really an archive, but this guy, he's a real archivist. So, you know, we're going to get into a bit more, you know, on how we started, and just, we'll be showing you some piece. So just, you know, how did this all start?
Really, going to LA, having the privilege to be able to go to LA. My aunt lived in West Hollywood.
Dope.
And it was going to round 2.
Okay, so
That's
you
where it
actually
began.
got to go to round 2.
Yeah.
I was at home watching it on YouTube, by the way.
Round 2 was the place.
Yeah.
You walked in there and the vintage smell hit you first. It's like as you smell your comic books or your records.
Dope.
And you realize that everywhere you looked, it was exclusivity. And not only that, it's not just about that, but also it was dope.
Yeah.
It actually looked
I hear
good.
that. Yeah.
And that's what it was about. And ever since then, I just fell in love with it.
Okay, so that sort of kick-started your love for finding rarer pieces, and then from there you found a brand that you, or brands I should say, that you really, was it the history of the brands, or was your first piece like, oh, that, and then you started learning more about the brand? How did it work?
It was about the history and the aesthetics.
Okay.
That's what it's about. But for me,
so you had to like it to look at first, and then you delved a bit deeper. Okay.
Yes. And I really only collect up to the 1990s. I don't go beyond there, really.
Okay, so what are we saying? Cut off 99?
Yeah, because, you know, I mean, a lot of people, I understand that, you know, we're in 2024 right now, and one could argue that the 2000 is vintage. But no, we
we only deal with true vintage, yeah? Guys,
it's
again,
have age to it.
It's got to have age to make it vintage, you know what I'm saying? I know 10 years is considered vintage, is it? I feel 20 years should be vintage. I don't know if 10 is. I think 10 is old. 20 is minimum should be vintage. Yeah, man. First of all, obviously, the fit is looking fitting, you know what I'm saying? I love that you made an effort. I like to say all my guests actually make an effort, so mad love, do you know what I mean? Just before we go into it, can you just sort of, don't go too deep, we'll have a little look, but can you just tell us a little bit about the fit today? You know what I mean?
Well,
don't, like I said, don't give us all the bits, but like, you know.
Well, it's Parker season now.
Yeah.
And the theme today was all about that indigo.
Ooh.
So I have the indigo blue Parker.
Like it.
From the 80s. The beautiful watercolor Moncler. I took the arms off this, so I can give it the double look.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
The Christian Dior.
Shit.
Suede 1980s.
Ooh, guys, I bought gloves as well.
Yeah.
They're from Zara. Just so you know.
Purple monogram.
Damn, I see the mono.
the Stone Island jeans from the
with the green
90s.
green edge badge. I love that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the indigo blue Jordan 12s.
Come on, perfect.
So, yeah.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
those naturally fade over time. Actually, once
Okay.
you wear them,
Yeah, yeah.
the indigo will naturally fade over time. So.
Gotta love it.
And the sunglasses are by Sebe.
Sebe.
So also
Alright.
from the late 80s as well.
We're learning new stuff, guys. Style, fashion, you know what I mean? Pieces, names. All right, so without much further ado, we know what... Can I even speak English, guys? I can't. I just make it up as I go along. We know what we came here to do, and what we came here to do is to get into the 5 bits with my guy, Dapper Dylan. So, my guy, I'm just going to tell you, go off camera, come back on camera, and let me see what this first piece is.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. All right, bro. The box itself looks dope. I want to see what's inside the box, man. So this is the first piece, right?
Yeah.
And I guess, like you said, we're going to be doing this in chronological order, right?
Yeah.
Oldest to the newest.
Yes, correct.
So this will be the oldest piece. Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, this will be the oldest
All
piece
right.
today. So, you know...
Show the people.
Before we get into it, you know, Moncler was a company that was founded in a post-war period.
Yeah.
Right? Founded in 1952 in Moncler de Clermont, Grenoble, by René Ramelon and André Vincent.
And where's that? Is that in France, right?
Yes, yeah.
France.
And you know, they knew each other through during the World War, after the Second Armistice was signed, military occupation was basically ceased. So as a sort of substitute,
Yeah.
some organizations were formed, such as Jeunesse et Montagne, and this was where the two founding forefathers basically met.
Okay, and that from what you told me before, that's kind of like a cadets, right?
Yes. It's like
okay,
a cadet,
like
yeah.
a cadet.
Cadet, ski scouts.
Okay,
that kind
yeah,
of thing.
all right.
So it was always about the mountains from the very beginning. And both of them, André Vincent was already running a printing factory. He had a couple of sportswear shops.
Okay.
René Ramelon had his own company called Rami, very famous for doing a camping bed. The camping bed was actually inspired by the suspension of the Citroën 2CV.
Nice.
And that was very successful.
That's very, very
But now it was
technological.
all about getting back into recreational activities, you know, being
I get
one with
you.
nature again. And there
Yeah.
was no demand for that. So, you know, founded in 1952, the first few products Moncler were doing were anoraks,
Okay.
sleeping bags, tents. And today, one of the very rare items that I have for you guys, yeah, there's a few goodies in here, are these. So these are a pair of, what you're looking at is,
Feel free to
Yeah.
give a close-up on the camera.
yeah.
Show the people them. Yeah, there you go.
So
Oh, lovely.
what this is these are essentially the first footwear items ever made by Moncler.
Super
The
dope.
oldest in history, the only one known to also
Wow.
exist in history.
So, and just to remind the people, these are from what, 19?
Late 50s, early 60s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
Older than me, guys, I know, that's hard to believe.
So, you know, as well as the boots, it did actually come with the original
Oh,
storage bag as
packaging.
well.
Oh, we love that. These
we
are the
can
things
see-
that we love.
It says Moncler. We can also see where it says Lionel Terry as well.
Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Lionel Terry was essentially the technical consultant of Moncler.
Okay.
He also knew the founding forefathers through that Ski Scout organization.
Yeah.
But he was one of the greatest mountaineers of all time. He was responsible for many first ascents. And in 1954, he became the technical consultant of the company. And he
Okay.
had his own line,
Wow.
which was this.
Which was
the
this.
Lionel Terry line. Yeah.
Okay.
So, I do have a Paris Match magazine from 1965 with Lionel Terry on the front cover. And this was to commemorate his death, unfortunately.
If you give him a little close-up, please.
Yeah. So in 1965, Lionel Terry unfortunately died in a mountaineering accident in Grenoble.
Wow. This, guys, can you see, this is from 1965, this magazine.
Yeah.
Look how well it's been kept. again, this magazine's actually older than me as well. So again, back to Dylan's point about, you know, if you don't store your stuff well, it's not really archive, you know, it's just you've got stuff.
Yeah, and as well as that, you know, the very important thing is archival documents allow us to see, an archive is composed of two things. It's composed of products and it's composed of documents.
Makes sense.
And documents are very important because it's information. Knowledge is power. And it allows us to roughly put dates on certain things. So, for example...
Do you mind if I just do a close-up while you keep talking? Yeah, go for it.
For example, so this is a document that I own from 1964.
Ooh.
I'll give you a close-up.
Yes, please.
This is a Moncler advertisement from 1964, a cutout from a newspaper.
Wow.
And we can see some of the items that they were advertising at the time. That's Lionel Terry in his Moncler down jacket and tent in 1964 during the trip to Alaska, Mount Huntington. And you know, many of the items at this time under his line were down jackets, down puffer bottoms, and sleeping bags. A particular set called Pied d'Elephant, which was a half sleeping bag up to the waist and then a down jacket. And then gloves, and then of course the
boots.
The boots.
Yeah.
So that yeah.
Love that. That's a beautiful opening. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've not had anyone bring any boots so far. So first time for everything, which I super love. The color is great. I love that, you know, again, these might be the same age I was going to say as my mum, probably not, you know, but these are a piece of history. It's not just a boot, you know, and they're super soft. Again, I mean,
never been worn.
Functionality was key at the time. You can't imagine how these will keep you from frostbite, but obviously they knew what they were doing.
It was for indoor.
Ah, okay. All right.
Good
to say.
There are down boots that you wouldn't have really worn down boots outside.
Okay, of course, they'll be for the warmth indoors.
Exactly.
Of course, makes perfect sense, guys. Okay, perfect. So yeah, thank you for showing us this. Super dope. What's number 2?
So there we go. A piece from the 1970s. A Grenoble piece. Moncler skiwear at its finest.
Look at the colors, guys.
Corduroy.
Ooh.
The wide collar, beautiful.
Big fat zip. It's looking monstrous, guys. We're gonna get this on the rack and we're gonna go into it. All right.
So over here we have an early 1970s Grenoble piece. You know, we can see the early variation of the Moncler logo, completely stitched, right?
Let's give you a little close up of that, guys.
Yeah.
Super nice. You see that it's different from the current one. As you can see, there's a nice close-up for you guys.
And then again, also the beautiful inside label. Look at that.
C'est bon. C'est magnifique. C'est très belle. That's all I've got, guys. Don't expect me to say anything else. Tell me some more. So, is this a men's jacket, a woman's jacket?
A woman's jacket.
A woman's jacket, okay. And what would this have been part of? Would this have been part of sort of just a lifestyle, or would it have actually been a functional, maybe ski piece, or?
It would have been functional as well.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, this would have been part of a two-piece originally.
Of course, yeah.
There most likely would have been a pair of corduroy salopettes to match the jacket. But in my opinion, the Grenoble line has some beautiful pieces, but the green corduroy is magnificent.
Yeah.
You know.
So I mean, tell me, when did you pick this piece up? Tell us a little bit more about this. Is this something that was made in a few colors?
I got these about 2 years ago.
Yeah.
A year ago from France.
Let's move this a little bit this way. Yeah.
Keep that. Okay. So yeah, I got this piece about a year ago from France, and I've only ever seen just a few other colorways that they have the corduroy in, namely orange and red.
Okay.
But the corduroy pieces are the rarest of the Grenoble line.
I mean,
and you know, this was a time when after the 1968 Grenoble Olympics, we really see diversity in terms of lifestyle now, transitioning. You know, so that's what it was all about.
It's really a beautiful piece. I mean, the whaling, guys, is the fatness of the corduroy thing. Someone taught me that. So the whaling is super, it's like a thick, a wider whaling, as you can see. It's not super thin. The colors are vivid, vivid, vivid. What year was this again, Dylan?
About 1970. Yeah.
1970.
And
so
it's the fitted look, you know. As Moncler, yeah, they were known for their down jacket, but the fitted look was what the 70s was all about.
Gorgeous. Super gorgeous. I mean, you can imagine someone rocking this today, do you know what I mean? And being fly as hell, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You know, like...
You couldn't tell.
Nah, you couldn't.
It's been made today,
yeah. Super fire. You got...
timelessness, that's what it's about.
Exactly, and that's kind of what makes a classic piece, is timelessness, you know. You've got a nice thick zip there going down. You've obviously got left-hand side, right-hand side, equilibrium, same beautiful thing. You've got zip there. I don't know how much you can put your hands in. Maybe you can put your little pets in there. Maybe you can put a small apartment in the other one. We don't know. But I'm not going to put my hands in and find out because, again, I can't afford this piece. But it's beautiful. Dylan, what's your favourite piece about this? I mean, sorry, what's your favourite thing about this? Is it the colour? Is it the cut?
Colour and the
It had to be. It had to be.
This is almost like an emerald green.
Oh, it's so beautiful. It's gorgeous.
Absolutely beautiful.
It's wondrous.
I do have the orange version as well, but the green is my favourite.
Okay. All right.
I do have to say.
Love that. Okay. Beautiful piece. So, guys, that was piece number 2 from the 1970s. We've already had the first piece, which was from the 1950s, mid or late. We've got a 1970s piece here, which, you know, as you can see, resplendent. So the next piece Dylan is going to bring is the next piece that Dylan's going to bring. I'm not sure what it is, but we'll find out. Okay, so this beautiful piece that we have here, guys, I'm going to give you the close-up, and Dylan is going to tell you what is what and when is when. So talk to the people.
This piece is from the 1980s. It's the first Moncler that my granddad bought me for my birthday, that started the collection for me. This was the first archive I ever got my hands on.
Oh, wow.
And it did come with the original tag still attached.
Love that. Dead stock.
So I guess it was meant to be.
I know, yeah, for real. Dead stock Dapper Dylan, yeah? I see you. The purple is beautiful. We're going to take this out of the box, guys, put it on a hanger, and then we're going to show you some more close-ups. All right, guys, as you can see, beautiful, beautiful, resplendent colour here. I'm just giving you a little cheeky close-up. All right, my man, tell me a bit more about this piece. Yeah, just, again, you said it was dead stock.
Yeah.
I'm loving the two-tone, the elbow, shoulder patches here.
That was for protecting your skis.
Ah, so it wasn't going to rub.
Yes.
I love that.
And it has the monogram on it as well. I don't know if the viewers can see that, but if you can get a zoom in on that.
Look at that, guys.
The monogram logo is all over the canvas shoulders.
Beautiful, you can see that. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. And obviously, equilibrium saying beautiful thing. It's on the other side as well. Yeah. Camera light, but yeah.
And on the left arm over here as well, there's a loop for your gloves.
Oh, show them.
Yeah. There's a loop for the gloves over here.
Okay. And what? Oh, so that's so to attach the gloves so you don't lose them.
And then the logo again. You saw the 1970s logo, which was more or less stitched.
Yes.
Now we see a different kind of patch logo, right?
Okay. So it's sewed on. Yes. Rather, that one was stitched as one piece. Yeah. Okay, I'm with you.
And the arms come off. So it's transformable, yeah.
As you can see, there's just a little lift. I won't do too much, but you can see lift, and then there's a zip that goes there, as you can see. Of course, you've got, this doesn't have a detachable hood, but it's super soft, guys. Again, I don't want to, because it's an archive piece, I don't want to put my fingers all over it, but it's super soft to the touch. It's like your, well, it's like your normal Moncler, you know, puffer down, shall I say.
Real down, no synthetic down.
Love that, you know, beautiful. And we love, you know, where possible, we want it to be 100%. We don't want it to be synthetic. Oh, can we just, if you just sit that down so I can show them just that inside.
So this is the different inside variation of the inside label.
Really, really nice. And this is a piece from what year were you saying?
Mid-80s.
Mid-80s.
So I can't talk about the 80s without mentioning the panny narrow.
Talk to me.
So the panny narrow.
And this is very them, isn't it?
This is very them. The only thing is technically the true panny narrow jackets were the early 80s Monclers.
Okay.
Which was similar to that, but the canvas shoulder was shorter.
Mm-hmm.
And it was slightly less bulky.
Okay.
This was more towards the mid-80s. But that is your quintessential Moncler.
And if, for the people who don't know, I'm sure a lot of you do know, but could you just tell us who the Paninero were?
Well, the Paninero was a subculture movement.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, you know,
literally translates to you know, the sandwich.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And it was the, you know, the original, I don't want to say original, but, you know, when the football fans used to go over to, you know, Italy and Europe, main Italy, you know, they would be the guys with the, you know, Stone Island, the CP Company, the Moncler, you know, those brands. Yeah, they were wearing it first. Exactly.
You know? Yeah.
And then our football fans will be over there, see them, say, oh, that's a bit nice, get a few bits back, maybe they robbed them, maybe they didn't, keep my mouth stum. And then that became the subculture that became in England. I don't know what we would call, casuals. Yes. So from Paninero came the casuals, I would say. That is the lineage. Beautiful piece, beautiful. Purple, resplendent, Prince, Purple Rain. What more do you want?
That era. It really does.
Yeah.
But you know, the 80s era at the same time was the most diverse era of Moncler as well.
Okay, in what sense?
Just one, as in this is just one kind of jacket.
Okay, so they were doing all kinds of different,
many colors, it was the most diverse era.
Okay, love that.
A lot there,
yeah. And the 80s was that loud, bright, you know, era.
Yeah, the colors were brighter than ever.
Crazy. When I was in school, you know, ski jackets were a thing, you know, with bright prints and stuff, you know, bright colors. So you can imagine Moncler in the 80s just going ham. Yes. You know what I'm saying? That means hard as a motherfucker, guys. Beautiful piece. Okay. Love this, man. How's it going for you? You good?
Yeah,
comfortable?
Good.
All right.
Okay. Hot, but
I know it's hot, guys.
We suffer for our art.
I know. We're keeping this real cool. None of us are sweating. If I take this hat off, a bucket of water is going to come out. But we do what we have to do for the culture with a capital K. Guys, are we ready for the next piece? I think we are.
Well, the next piece really is me.
Ooh.
My outfit.
Damn.
Yeah.
You ain't even got to go off camera, come back.
No, not for this one.
Do you know what? I'm just going to step out of the way. Yeah. And if you just walk the people through the pieces. So if you stand here. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, right there. Perfect.
You know, my outfit is, I mean, let's start with the Parker jacket. So like I said.
Sorry, before we start, what is number 3? Which piece? Which bit?
Oh, no, it's just me, basically.
Oh, it's the whole thing?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
So you see how people start trying to up the levels? It's this guy trying to up the levels. Anyway, sorry, as you were.
So, you know, the puffer jacket, like I said, it defined that era, really. Right?
Yeah.
That classic jacket. But the other popular jacket at the time was the Parker jacket.
Okay.
So I have underneath the indigo blue Parker jacket.
Beautiful colour.
Yeah, and then, you know, like we said, many different colours came into play. So in the mid-80s, we saw pieces like this. Beautiful watercolour Moncler, matching indigo on the inside, you know. So, and let me point out, you've got your own customization label on the inside. You can put your name, address, telephone number in there. And then on the other side, we've got the classic comic book over there. So, yeah, and then, of course, I have the Christian Dior.
Bro, when you say I have the Christian Dior, don't back away. Get forward, bro. Get forward. Show them. They need to see those details, man. Come on.
These are you've got the monogram all over.
Oof.
It's beautiful.
Oof.
Good quality.
Love that,
and
bro.
then the Stone Island jeans from the late 90s. They got the green edge bag.
Step back a little bit.
Square edge bag on the.
You know what I mean? Stonewash blue. You know what I'm saying?
And then to match the whole indigo theme, we have the indigo Jordan 12s, which will naturally fade to a more lighter. Like that purpley
thing.
And then again, the Sebi sunglasses from the late 1980s. And when it came to the Sebis, during that time, Sebi really was the eyewear brand that a lot of the major skiers at the time, Jean-Claude, I think they were wearing this.
Okay.
This eyewear brand is one of the most important eyewear brands in all of history.
Yeah.
It started in 1892.
Wow.
And they put goggles on Carl Benz, the founder of Mercedes-Benz.
Okay.
Sports car.
So a lot of heritage, yeah.
So this brand is definitely something to look out for. Yeah.
Could you just give the people a little twirlage, just so they could see the back, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's it. Pause.
So again, arms come off. Again, on the back, we've got the monogram over there on the shoulders as well.
Like.
You know?
Yeah, really dope.
Monogram over there on the shoulders with the patch logos over here, and the whole thing was about giving it a double look. So you can see the logo from the front. You can go to the side and give it that look as well.
Love that.
So,
just give the people that side logo profile right there. Yeah, gorgeous. And then we just show them the chest piece a little bit, you see. So we're double badging, guys, you know what I mean? Yeah. Double badging, can't go wrong. If you rock Stone Island, you know what we're talking about. All right, so the fit is dope, man. Again, the pieces, and what year are we talking about on the pieces here?
So the Parker's from around 83.
Okay, so we're still in the 80s, you know what I mean? Still keeping it mad colourful.
This piece is about 86.
Okay. Dope, really nice, and I like the way you've paired it. Simple white roll neck, you know what I mean? Jeans.
Turtleneck's my favourite thing.
Oh, for real? Yeah. Okay. I can't rock a turtleneck, me. I get claustrophobic. I feel like someone's trying to choke me. Is that a me problem? I think so. But yeah, just like, oh, it's too tight. But yeah, super dope. Love the look. Yeah. The gloves are, again, mine are from Zara. Yeah. They don't look that good. I might have to try and steal them by mistake. Super dope. So the outfit. Man came with a whole outfit for number 4. I mean, shit, I don't even know. Can we beat that? What have you got left in the locker for number 5?
Yeah, let's do it. Something special. Yeah.
All right, damn, more special. Let's see what I've got. All right, my bro, let me get this to the camera. And if you just tell the people what we have here, man.
So, you know, Moncler during the 70s, the founding forefathers were basically thinking about expanding, and the brand was international at that time.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know this. And basically they looked towards Japan.
Okay.
And Asics was around at that time.
Yes.
Founded in 1977, I believe. And it was a formation of 3 companies. Onitsuka.
Yes, Onitsuka Tiger.
And Genzo Trading Company.
Okay.
Genzo Trading Company was the company under Asics, which had the licensing and manufacturing rights to then produce Monclers to Asia.
Ah, okay.
So there's a whole world of Moncler out there in Asia. More to reveal in another episode later.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. But let's give them a closer
look.
Because all the details are on here, so we can see 1978 winter.
Let me just show you that right there, guys.
Right.
See that? 1978
so
winter.
78.
Would you mind taking it up and holding it up? Yeah,
so
then you can.
Let's give them a better look.
Yeah.
You know, 1978 winter.
Perfect.
It says Asics right at the bottom.
Yep. Just there, as you can see.
Yep. And Genzo Trading Company and Moncler are written together as well.
See, there's the Moncler.
And right above Moncler is Huber. Just over here.
Ah, yes, sorry, over
he
there.
was actually a designer for Moncler at the time, and very famous for his geometrical abstract designs.
Pieces, okay, yeah.
Things like that. So, you know, like I said, it's not just about the products, it's about things like this, which has information on it, which is very valuable because it gives us a glimpse on how to date things and all that kind of
thing. And if you just tell the people exactly what this is, because you might be able to see it through the camera because it picks up well, but this is a very, again, I don't want to put my fingers over it, but it's a very good leather. It's a leather document.
Document holder.
Document holder, that's the word.
Holder.
Yeah.
It's a leather document holder.
Very good leather.
You go into your business meetings, you have a few paperwork. Yeah, you go into a business meeting, you want to put some of your business documents in it.
Why not put it in a Moncler Asics vintage one, you know what I'm saying? There you go. And what's the inside like? Are we? Oh, it's like a.
It's like a kind of
like a canvas. Yeah, like a canvas. Nice color as well, like a lime green, mint green. Super nice, and the weaving's really tight. Look, it's held up well. Beautiful, beautiful piece.
Well, again, condition is the most important thing.
Yeah,
you know, that's why we do this. You know, I mean, it's okay with the vintage scene if you wanna, if you wanna, you know, have products with stains and that kind of thing. That's what we see. It's common.
Of course it is.
But you know, my thing was about building the best collection.
Yeah.
And having a collection which the condition of it was supreme.
Makes sense.
You know?
Not supreme, guys, just really good is what he means. Excellent, excellent. No, I mean, I'm loving the pieces that you brought through. I mean, from the boots to the magazine to the leather holder. Again, this is why I do 5 bits with. Like, I know when I do a 5 bit, people think it's all jackets. It could be jackets, it could be shoes, it could be watches, it could be whatever, you know. So, you know, I'm so grateful that you brought in a smorgasbord, an array, shall we say, of different things, you know what I mean? And I mean, this corduroy piece is for me is the winner.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite, just because the green is so green. It's very of its time, as in the high colors for the 70s. Corduroy is very 70s. If you look at any pictures of me as a kid, my parents was always putting me in corduroys. I'm a 70s kid. And of course, all the other bits, like, you know, what do we call this? Watercolor.
Yeah, watercolor.
The watercolor gilet with. C'est bon, beautiful. Guys, I mean, what more can we say? Some beautiful pieces from our guy, Dapper Dylan, Moncler Archivist Extremo, Extendo. I just make stuff up and I say it how I say it. Anything you want to say to the people?
No, I say thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure. It has been, and I appreciate that you took the time. I appreciate you guys for watching. Look out for Dapper Dylan. I'll put all his information down below, as I always do. Please check out his page. Give him a follow. Like, the work he's got coming is going to be dope, and like he's already done some great work.
Just a bit of vintage.
Oh yeah, this is.
You know, I have about maybe up close to 1,000 Moncler pieces.
Yeah. This isn't even the archive. So this is a show and tell. Yeah. Yeah, a little drip drop. You know what I mean? Yeah. All right, my beautiful people. This has been 5 Bits with. I've been your host, Phoenix the Fireboy. This has been my guy, Dapper Dylan. You know what I mean? Super Moncler Archivist Extraordinaire, alongside other brands. You know what I'm saying, my guy? Anything you want to say to the people? Yeah,
I want to give a big shout out to the Fur King out in Teaneck.
I don't know who they are or what they are, but shout you guys out.
Yeah, and Anthony the Scorpion.
Okay, mad love.
Again, it's a pleasure being over here with you, Phoenix.
Nah, it's been dope, man.
To the next one,
yeah, it's been really dope. And again, I appreciate the knowledge you've shared, not just bringing the pieces. Again, the colours have brightened up the set, but the knowledge that you have and the time that you take to share that knowledge with people, you know, because there's a lot of people who have all this knowledge and they don't like to share, they don't like to do, you know, I'm not to put you on the spot, but, you know, my guy...
You have to know your stuff in this game.
You do have to know your stuff, but also you've not got to be scared to share it with other people. Yeah. No matter how much you share with me, I'm not going to know what you know, because if I start learning now, you would have already learned another year's worth. Do you see what I mean? Anyway. There you go. And this is what we do this for. Yes, it's just clothes, guys, but there's a lot of stuff behind it. So again, my guy Dylan, you smashed it. Love the choices, love the fit. And yeah, man, please check out my guy. He's fly, he's dope, he's Dapper Dylan. What more do we need to say? Phoenix the Fireboy, I'm out. This has been 5 Bits with. And yeah, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. This has been Once. We're Not the Same, a magazine dedicated to shit that I'm into. The end. Peace.